hopefully nothing bad happens to us as we're off adventuring in the water looking for the land of 1.7.2. Oh, that can't be promising. The boats are already starting to sink. We're going to head off this way into the sunset. Well, sort of. Sun's not going down yet. But, yeah, we're going to head off this way. And that's going to be it, guys. I'll see you guys in the next season. That's my stick there. Baked potato. There we go. Sword. I'll see you guys in the next season of Strive to Survive, which will be started on a 1.7.2 map with the new biomes and all the new features of 1.7.2. Hi guys, and welcome back to Season 2 of Strive to Survive. So if you remember, last time when we left, we were headed off to the islands of 1.7.2, and we had left our horses and, you know, our wonderful house and everything we'd gathered, and just took our bare minimums, and we were headed off to try to find these islands in the vast oceans. So that's where we're headed now. We're still headed off to 1.7.2, and as you can see, we're starting to run out of food, so hopefully we'll find it pretty soon. Well, I'm gonna keep searching, guys, because the ocean, it's a scary place. Yeah, I didn't even bring a fishing rod. This is terrible. Poor planning all around. Well, guys, hopefully pretty soon we'll run into some land. Well, guys, we're back, and as you can see, we're floating along here in the world of 1.7.2 now, and it's a scary place. There's some new things. Looks like we're in a creepy swamp of some sort, and we're down to our last potato, so hopefully, and we found some land. Let's head towards it. Oh, luckily we didn't have to run ourselves completely out of food. Then who knows what would have happened. Oh, finally some land. Oh no. Oh man, what do you mean I lost all my stuff? This really was a badly planned trip. Well guys, I hope you liked the intro to explain why we are in a different place and without any of our old equipment. So we're actually starting a new map today. It's going to be with Minecraft 1.7.2 if you haven't caught on to that yet. So let's get started with that. As you can see, it's going to be a fresh world. We're going to call it Strive to Survive, just like in Season 1. We'll be playing on Game Mode Survival. We'll be using the Moartex Texture Pack, which hasn't really been upgraded for 1.7.2 yet. When it is, I'll update it. But I don't think we're going to have too many issues right off the bat. It seems like it's pretty compatible with it, and now in 1.7.2 you can have multiple texture packs loaded, so even the things that aren't generated properly with Moartex will just have the default Minecraft textures to them, so we should be in good shape. But you might notice that some of the newer textures show up as the old Minecraft textures, so we'll deal with that when it happens. Under the seed, we're going to use Strive to Survive. If you remember from the first season, we used Strive to Survive as well, but we didn't have any spaces. I want to make sure that this is a totally different map. That way we're not replaying the same content. I know that if I leave the spaces out, it is a different map. I've tried it, but I think that this will give us a better experience. So, but we're going to leave cheats off. We're going to leave all the other settings as the default. So we'll be playing on normal difficulty, and I guess let's get started, guys. I'll see you in the world. Alright guys, so here we are. We have no gear. It's a fresh start. You can see in 1.7.2 you actually get achievements based on the map, so it's not a new install of Minecraft or anything, but your achievements are map based now. So our start point is actually on top of a tree, and we're actually in a brand new biome here. It's kind of a forest biome from the old Minecraft, but as you can see, now it's separated. This is an all birch biome, and if we press F3, you can see this is saying we're in plains because of right there, but if we walk a little bit this way, it should say birch forest. Yep, birch forest over here, and we have plenty of cows and pigs around us, so that's good. You can see some of the new grass. See, that's the old one high grass. This is the double grass, and this is actually the texture difficulties that I was talking about. So you can see this is the default Minecraft texture because Moartex has not incorporated that yet, which we'll fix down the road, but we're not too worried about it now. And there's a double high fern actually over here, but you can see this is a new biome as well. This would normally be the snow biome, but it's actually the spruce forest. So, but that's enough explaining things for now. We need to get on surviving, since the first night will be coming relatively soon and we have no gear. So let's do what we typically do and cut down some trees here and make ourselves some gear. And you can see more achievements because they are map based now. So we're probably going to get some achievement spam throughout this map, but let's take and make ourselves some birch wood. Make ourselves a crafting bench, and there's another achievement. Wow, we're just we're awesome, I guess. And we'll make ourselves some sticks. And you can see there's a little bit of discrepancy with the actual labels here, but that's all something we can deal with for now. I'm gonna make ourselves a pick, hopefully. Yeah, more achievements. This is just gonna be an achievement-filled episode, but let's see if we can't get ourselves some stone, get some stone tools going relatively quickly here. We got sand, we got a nice little river, it looks like. I see stone off in the distance, so let's head over there. We can always head back here and gather some animals. There's a nice little cave. Let's... got clay. There's some of the new flowers. Lilacs. And we'll just... that is a massive flower. We'll head over here though, guys, because this is what we're really looking for, is the clay. A tree that's kind of just suspended in the air? Sure. We'll go with that too. But this looks like as good a place as any to get some cobble. And some coal. That's actually perfect. But I think... and there's iron there. This is actually a really good place. I think we need cobble tools to get coal. I'm not positive on that, and I really don't want to waste that coal finding out. So let's just assume that we do. We're going to make ourselves a stone pickaxe. Get rid of that. And a stone sword. And more achievements. We're getting them at a ridiculous rate. But let's go ahead and get some coal here, because we're gonna need torches. And I might actually use this. This is a pretty good place because we know that monsters don't have an easy time of fighting across water. So this might actually be a great place to make our starter base. And we can get as much cobble as we want while doing that. But let's grab this iron too. And remember, when you're in the water swimming, it's actually a lot harder to mine, so that's why I try to stay above the surface here. There we go. Let's go grab that. Ooh, there is a lot of iron down here, which is fantastic. The other thing that we need to be worried about is our food right now. So we might want to go grab one of those animals that we saw. And yeah, let's go back here and grab one of these animals. That way we have something to eat, because you can see we're already getting hungry. And we have plenty of wood. It looked like plenty of animals where we started. And these pigs are kind of just stuck here, so we'll help them out. And they will help us out. Thank you. Yeah, now we have pretty much plenty of food. Don't run away. We need your meat. Alright, fantastic. So now we have plenty of food that we can cook. It's still actually light out, but let's head back over here to what we're going to turn into our base, or at least our starting base. And let's get a furnace. And we'll dig in a little bit here. There we go. So this will make a nice little starter base, because like I said, monsters have a hard time fighting across water. And you can see it's kind of starting to get dark, so we need to start planning this. We'll make ourselves some torches here. 12 should be plenty for our first night. And we'll make this a little bit bigger. We haven't found any sheep yet, which was the same problem we had in Season 1, was we had a lot of trouble finding sheep right off the bat, so we couldn't make any beds. But that's actually okay for the start, because we need cobble desperately, so we're gonna actually work on that throughout the first night. But let's start this meat cooking, and we want to be careful because we don't have too much coal, so we'll only put one piece in there. And I'm gonna make ours well, maybe I need more sticks, which brings up the excellent point that we probably are gonna need an axe relatively soon. So let's get one and head out here and cut down some trees while it's still kind of light out. We'll start with this weird tree that's just hanging out here. Not high enough. And looks like we need to be one higher. There we go. Gather up all these logs. And I think I'm going to try to make this a little bit easier to get out of. There we go. And we've got that. Yeah, let's keep gathering some trees while it's still light out. That way we won't run out of wood during the night, and we could always turn this wood into charcoal if we have to. There we go. And we'll get one more. Oh, and we can see some coal off there in the distance. So that's good. We end up getting that. Of course, we're not tall enough. And you can see it's starting to get pretty dark, so this is probably going to be it for tonight. Yeah, there's lots of coal over there. And you can see there's actually, I think that's mossy cobblestone there. It's not a dungeon, it's actually just mossy cobble. It forms in this type of biome now, so it's an easy way to get mossy cobble, I guess, without having to hunt down dungeons. But let's head inside, or as inside as we can get for tonight. And like I said, we should be pretty safe. We've got this water backing us here. We want to light this up real quick. And we'll put a torch out here as well. And let's bring our crafting bench inside. Well, sort of inside. And we'll set up our base here. And just for now, I'm actually going to put a door, just in case. We'll turn all that spruce into that. Get rid of this birch. There we go. We've got ourselves a door now. And I feel pretty confident in here. I'm probably not going to run into anything. So I guess what I'm going to do is grab this food, put another piece of coal in here, start cooking that, and then cook up this iron that we found and get a better pick, probably, and maybe a better sword. We might actually hang on to this. Bucket would probably be handy as well, and shears would definitely be handy. So we'll definitely make some shears just in case we find some sheep. But I'm going to eat this food because we're starting to get pretty hungry. And then I'm going to spend the rest of this first night mining in this cave here. Well, what we've created as a cave. That way we can get some cobble. So let me do that for a little bit, guys, and I'll catch up with you after I'm done. Alright guys, I'm back, and you can see I've started digging down this way, gathering some cobble here. We found some more iron, which is great. And it looks like we're getting, well, I don't want to jinx it, but we're getting pretty lucky with this iron in that we're finding quite a bit of it. So we might actually be able to make ourselves some armor, which would be fantastic. You can hear there's definitely some enemies out there. And we are ill-equipped to fight them currently. So let's grab this iron. These achievements, they just keep coming. So you can see we're almost out of coal, so that's going to be one of my other goals. But let's make ourselves some shears. That way if we run across any sheep, we'll be prepared. And I wouldn't mind a iron pickaxe, but I don't think there's any real point for it just yet. We're not really low enough in the ground to run into anything that would require iron. So for now, I'm just going to make another cobble one, and that should, I think, between the two of them, get us through this first night. So I'm going to head back down here and mine away some more, and I'll catch up with you guys once we make it through the first night, or if we run into something interesting down here. So give me a couple minutes, guys. Alright guys, we are back again, and we've got a little bit more iron there, and we're kind of running low on coal, so I'm going to hang on to that for now. It's still night out. You can see we've gathered a lot more cobble. Just getting us a shovel now. And it's still night. It's kind of hard to see out there because of this, where we're at, but I've run into some other things down here. I ran into some coal, which I'm going to grab because we desperately need it at this point, which later on we'll have plenty, hopefully. But for now, We really need it. And I made the shovel so that we can get that gravel out of the way pretty quick. We're actually up pretty high right now, even though we've dug down a decent amount. I think at the bottom of this we're still around, yeah, we're around y equals 50. So we actually started, well, I just saved a screenshot, but we actually started pretty decently high in the world. So that's it's gonna make it hard to get any decent materials out of this area, and this isn't really an ideal zone for mining anyways. It's more of a forest. Ideally we would want one of the hill biomes, or extreme hills preferably, for mining. That's where you're going to find the richest materials, but we'll deal with what we have. So we got some gravel, and we'll use that as building materials. I'm really hoping to get some supplies to make arrows, which we haven't found any chickens, so we don't have feathers either, but it never hurts to try and be prepared. And it looks like, there we go, we got some flint. Yeah, there's a lot of gravel here, and we're getting deeper and deeper in here, and it is a lot of gravel. So, but I'm going to keep going down here, guys, until it's morning, and then I'll catch up with you. Alright guys, so we're back, and it is morning outside. So, if I can fit through the doorway here, you can see I didn't really find much else. I got a lot of cobble down there, just that one piece of flint. We've got 14 iron basically, and a decent amount of coal, to be honest. Half a stack's not bad. We're almost out of torches though, so I'm going to make a couple more. But I think this is a good start. We made it through the first night. We've got food, we've got cobble, and we've got tools. So it's definitely a decent start. And we have a decent amount of iron, probably even enough to make ourselves some armor. But I'm going to hold off on that for now. We'll see what happens. If we don't find any wool coming up here, then I'll probably make some armor and go fighting in the night. Try to get some string for spiders or something. But that's it for this episode, guys. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the transition to the new world that we're on here. So, see you next time, guys.